Hi everyone, welcome to this week's art class. Before we start, I want to tell you a little bit about what art class will be like. You will learn about different kinds of art materials, and also different kinds of art terms, like the elements of art, which are also known as the building blocks of art. These little artist friends are going to help us with our lessons this year. And this is Screech. He visits me and all of the other specialists. I wonder if you've seen him in any of their lessons this week. Screech really loves all of the specials, but today he's going to be creating a painting. What color should he choose? It looks like he chose red. I wonder what he's going to paint. Can you guess what it is yet? Wow, I love that heart, Screech. And that leads us into our theme for the week, which is friendship. There will be one new theme each segment. Remember our artist friends? On the left is Vincent van Gogh. He's going to help us learn some new art words.
Harmony is when you put together different parts to create one pleasing piece of artwork. Unity means making each part work together. How do these words relate to our theme of friendship? Harmony amongst friends means you can work together in a positive way.
And now, Frida Cowlow is going to help us learn about a new artist.
Welcome to Frida's Fellow Artists. This week, we will be learning about the artist Keith Haring. Keith Haring created public art during the 1980s. He began creating art that could be seen and thought about in new ways. He started out by creating artwork in the New York City subway with chalk. He then began creating large murals and public statues that told stories. Keith Haring used symbols and pictures to create a visual language. Can you think of any symbols that mean friendship? Keith Haring discovered that images can function like words. He once said,
Drawings had become almost a vocabulary.
let's take a look at some of his work. Keith Haring created a lot of outdoor sculptures called public art. Let's listen to how Keith Haring wanted his public art to interact with the community.
It should sort of function in harmony with the environment that it's placed in and with the community that it's placed in. And a lot of the sculptures even that I've already made were made with attention to the fact that people would sit on them or climb on them or use them to eat lunch on or to sit underneath to get shade or to, so they could be sort of user friendly.
Now it's time to introduce my friend, Claude Monet. He's on the right, and he's going to help us with creating this year.
Welcome to Monet's Maker Station!
Monet and I are going to be creating some art inspired by the artist Keith Haring and our theme of friendship. This piece by Keith Haring is going to inspire my first drawing, a heart with some little lines all around the edges coming outward, looking like an emotional burst of joy or happiness. The first step is to draw a heart. Use a pencil when you begin your drawing. Try not to worry about making your heart look like a perfect heart. There's no way to make it perfect. Beauty in art is not perfection. In this piece of art, it's more important that we try to show our feelings rather than try to make a pretty picture. The next step is to add these little dashed lines coming outward from the heart toward the edges of the paper. These lines add emotion to our drawing, giving the sense of happiness or joy. The next step is a choice. I am going to choose a word that describes how I am a good friend. If you would like to do this step, think of a word that you can write inside of your heart that represents how you are a good friend. As a good friend, I always try to be kind so that my friends know that I care about them. The next step is to turn my drawing into a piece of art. For this piece, I'm going to use color. You can use any coloring materials you have. I am choosing to use some crayons and markers and colored pencils. There are many ways to complete this picture. You can color in the heart a solid color, or you could add patterns using shapes or lines. You can add designs around your heart or symbols or even more words that describe how you're a good friend. This piece by Haring has inspired my second drawing. This piece reminds me of a large group of friends having a great time together. All of these figures look like they are in perfect harmony. If you choose to do this second drawing, you will need to start with a pencil. It's very important that you use a pencil because we will be erasing. Start by drawing a small circle. This will be the head of your figure. Next, draw a straight line coming down from the middle of the circle. This is the body of the figure, almost like your spine. Next, you're going to draw the arms and legs. There should be 2 little sections for each piece. You can draw these little sections going in different directions to give the body the look of a pose. I am going to try to make it look like my first figure is jumping up in the air. This next step is a little bit challenging, so you might need to re-watch the video. I am going to use a marker so that it looks different from my pencil lines. I'm going to start on the outside of this body. Leaving a little bit of space, I'm going to trace around it, almost like a race car driving around a racetrack. I'm going to keep tracing all the way around the arms and the legs and the body, back up to the head until I have the entire black lines connected. Remember how I said we would need an eraser? You can get that out and start erasing the pencil line that is on the inside of the black outline. When you begin your drawing, decide if you want to have 1 or more figures. I'm going to add more than one because our theme is about friendship. If you decide to add more than one figure, make sure you leave space. To add another figure, repeat the steps from above. Start with a circle for the head, a line for the body. For the arms and legs, add 2 sections each, going in different directions. And then, using a marker, draw an outline around your pencil figure without touching it. Use an eraser to erase your pencil lines from before. Use whatever coloring materials you have to fill in your figures. Be creative and have fun with this part.
Watching us make some artwork. Just remember, whatever you choose to do, make sure you have fun.
This week, we learned about the terms harmony and unity, which mean working well together. We also learned about the artist Keith Haring and about creating artwork with the theme of friendship. We learned that symbols and pictures can be used to represent ideas, and that Keith Haring created artwork in the 1980s that told a story using symbols. We also learned that art can show viewers feelings and emotions. To reflect, think about these questions. What symbols can be used to represent the theme friendship? What do you feel when you see Keith Haring's artwork? What symbol did you see Screech paint earlier in our lesson? What words did Vincent van Gogh tell us about? I hope you have a great week, and good luck creating.